I am out here on Manhattan Beach in California, one of my favorite places to visit that I just discovered this year. As I walk by these huge beach mansions, they're not just a ooh and a ah, but they represent something for me. They represent a possible part of the future or the reality that I want to generate for myself. I love the water. I love the beach. Everyone that knows me knows that I'm a beach fanatic. And I think if the resources become available, it'd be more sense for me to have a house on the beach versus a house in the city because, again, I'm still going to be running back to the beach. As I'm out here, I can feel the cool wind, the ocean waves crashing, the people out enjoying, taking deep breaths, inhaling the cool ocean air, as I like to say, and cycle out the air in my lungs. You know, living in the city and living in LA, it can get very interesting due to the amount of people, the cars and everything. The air is just bad, and it's good to just get out here and get a fresh waft, as I can call it, of some fresh ocean air. These houses to me give me also another opportunity to, we can look at things on our phone, and I have vision boards just like the next person, but sometimes it's good to just be up close and see some of that stuff. I was at such a point initially on my path and my journey where I was scared to go look at stuff, scared to get even close to some of the things that, I claimed I wanted. And I know I'm not the only one, because I've heard people that I know have talked about that and said that, I was scared to go look at that purse or that bag. And eventually, as you start looking at these things and being closer to these things, and these things become a less of a ooh and a ah, and more of like what I call these are my visualization walks. So as I'm walking, I look and I say, oh, this home is mine. Or even get specific, which is a good thing to do. I'll be like, oh, me and my grandmother are having tea on this deck up here to the right. I'm not too much of a fan of this house. I like this one over here that's coming up because it gives me like I'm a sea captain. And, I'd go overboard and get an anchor and put on my little captain hat and go on the top deck. And, it seems comical. It seems crazy, but this is really where the inner part of visualization comes in, and it takes your visualization to another level versus you just standing up and saying, I want a multi-million-dollar beach house. I will go to where the multi-million-dollar beach houses are. I walk by these houses. I get used to the environment. I kind of call it like I'm prepping myself, so I'm getting ready to, and this is a house up here, the blue one on the right. I think I was talking about my grandmother a while ago. Of course, it's super expensive and it is listed, but I visualize myself up there doing qigong and doing yoga and closing and things like that, and that gets you immersive into the lifestyle or the reality that you're trying to create by actually being there and setting eyes. So these are like my visualization walks or my manifestation walks, and right now I know, and I'm content with being on a journey with challenges where I don't live here right now. I don't live in the neighborhood. I don't know anyone over here, but I know through my hard work, my determination, and the ability that knowing that I can shift at any point in any moment, and as long as I get on board for my success, and this is one of the beneficial things that I do, and I'm not saying you have to do it, but I go out and walk in some of the neighborhoods in the areas that I want to be in, and I walk and I have my music going and I visualize and I take these things very seriously. I have been at a point where now made a bigger commitment to my goals. I think now none than ever for anyone is a time to be really committed to your goals and your success and spending your time. I always say this methodology is that I spend so much time, and it's so easy for me to hop into spending so much time on the things that I don't have, and how screwed up my life is, and how much we hate and don't like certain things. That's so easy for me to do. And I spent countless hours rehearsing and contemplating and reflecting on my failure, my pain, and my shortcomings. And I adopted this new methodology this year where I go and walk and I get myself as close as possible to living the lifestyle I want. So I hit Manhattan Beach twice a week and I live my lifestyle and I do my manifestation walks.